Everyone, iOS 18.2 has just officially came out, so let's go and take a look at it on the iPhone XS Max. Now, number one, the big thing to keep in mind is that right now I did install the RC version, which is basically the same thing as the beta or the update. But the big thing here is that a lot of the updates that came out for this particular update, a lot of the changes are Apple Intelligence features. The XS Max did not get it, so I'm not really going to just waste your time in talking about those things, but it did get Image Playground, Genmoji, things like that. The newer ones, not this one. The XS Max still got a lot of updates and changes within iOS 18.2 though. Number one, within our Photos application, we now got a little bit of an improvement when it came down to watching videos. So for watching a video on these types of phones, you should be able to see that it does look like a better experience. Again, it's not going to be perfect, but it looks like there's like a less like bezel in your face. So I think that in and of itself was a nice thing. Like this is kind of clear down here, so it's a little bit nicer than before. It's still not perfect, but hopefully it gets a little bit better. Another cool thing that we have inside of our phone now too, which is really cool, is that we have the type of capability now of basically seeing our favorites album under utilities. So now you can go ahead and see your favorite albums right under utilities right there, which that in and of itself is really cool. Apple went through and removed that a while ago, but now it's basically a little bit of an improved feature now, which I think this in and of itself is really awesome. So this was a really cool thing. I'm very happy they went through and did that. Now you can still have it pinned up at the very top too if that's important to you. Now on top of that, under Safari, our internet browser, we now have the capability of seeing our downloaded status file on our lock screen. So before, if you were to go through and download a file, it would show up on the bottom left corner right up here, and you'd basically be able to see the status of those files and everything like that. Well now, if you go and swipe down from your lock screen, it will now go ahead and show you those particular downloaded files and information on it right on your lock screen right here, which is genuinely very cool. So you have that type of update now too and that type of change, and I do think this in and of itself is a very cool thing. On top of that, under our Find My Location devices, we now have also the capability of basically going through and essentially sharing out our location and our location information inside of our inside of our Find My application. So this is cool if you have AirTags, you have other types of devices, you can basically see all that information in here, and you can share out all that information within this particular page as well. And I think this in and of itself is another really cool option that you have here too. Under voice memos, this is another really cool thing. We have the option of basically going through, and we can essentially have a layered recording now. So if you're going through and you want to record something, well, you can now record in multiple layers, which is a really cool thing. And I think that in and of itself is another really awesome thing that you have here too. So those are basically the main improvements within iOS 18.2. There's probably a lot more, but those are kind of the ones that stood out to me. If you have any other thoughts or questions, please let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video.